Good drinks, bad chat. What we're drinking. So Ed, what are you drinking?
Today, I mostly be having. I could be able to use my phone and smoke my cigarettes. So I've got
all
that.
right, ET, what are you drinking?
This is brandy. It's just the Marks and Spencer's one. I got it on the way down to the Wembley the other day to just keep me ticking over until I got there. And then beers took me the rest of the way through Wembley up the Wednesday.
Have you got a hole in there?
They said voice so I could use my phone. I was there like that, fucking working. And then I realised.
Was it genuinely?
Yeah, literally, you can't do it with that unless you've got the special gloves.
Wait, why didn't you do your thumb?
Because it's fucking. What?
Yeah.
That's because I like to have a finger.
Do you type like an old person? You type like that?
Yeah. Well, if I'm scrolling, I can't scroll with thumb.
Or do you not hold the phone and do that?
I weren't very good at. Oh my! There's a good worm action there. Yeah, I weren't good at thumb wheel. No, I like to hold and have a quester finger.
For those people who are on Spotify, Ed is a fat Spider-Man today, so I would highly recommend getting yourself on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that Marks and Spencer's brandy, yeah?
I couldn't. It's hard to get it out. It's all a bit tight.
It's hard to get it up.
Go on later.
A bit tight.
And Spider-Man.
He looks like Spider-Man's had a stroke.
Weird. If you put a Spider-Man suit on John Merrick, that's what you get.
So you got Marks and Spencer's brandy. That sounds. I mean, it sounds a lot better than what you had last week, but still sounds minging.
Oh, I love brandy.
God. But Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah, there's no it's nothing fucking special. What else do you want? Brandy, son. Let's go to your drink, Fred. What have you got, mate?
I've sort of got two. Got standard 442 with Henry.
Oh, yeah. Always got two. Sorry, mate. Yeah. First day stuff, also, mate. First day stuff. But what else?
I follow this Instagram account. I think it's called Drinks with John or something, and he makes some lovely drinks. And he made a shot. There's a consistency to it, so I made one earlier, but it lost it. So I've got to make it on air, if that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
I've got a shot glass. It's meant to have vodka in it. I've got Malibu, got Baileys.
Oh, is it like a B52 or something?
That's a bomber, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's called I swear something like a B52 or a little.
So guinea. What you do, you're meant to have vodka in it as well. So it's meant to be 2/3 vodka and 1/3 Malibu, but couldn't get any vodka. I thought we had vodka at home. We didn't. So I'm going to go with the Malibu.
Ellie's been on a sesh.
Yeah. Right, so put the Malibu in. And then what you're supposed to do is get a Le Straw for our non-bilinguals. That's straw in French. And just get a couple of drops of the Baileys in. To
the pipette technique.
The Malibu. And then that's your shot, I believe. So now, don't know if the camera's going to see it.
Very cloudy. Can't see any Bailey's colour in there, though.
So that is called Come in a Hot Tub.
Woohoo! Oh, Nostrovia, by the way.
Oh, that is Come in a Hot Tub. Never tasted so good.
Fucking too big a leg of that.
Well, you are having a stroke, aren't you? You're right, Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah, no, good. I didn't want to make a big fucking deal out of it.
What was that brandy you just had a massive swig of?
Yeah, I thought I'd make it last the whole show.
Yeah, right. Fucking lied to me, mate. So, how's your week been? What's been new?
Yeah, do you know what? I'll quickly chuck something in there today. Some bloke was, I was having a cigarette outside work, and there's a bloke walking along the road, and he's walking towards me with like some sort of pastry. And I'm looking at it thinking, where the fuck do you get a good pastry around here? And this is what's going through my head. And where I think I'm staring at the pastry for far too long, he gets to me and he sort of he goes away like I'm going to nick his pastry. He's got fucking And I had this real sort of like fat shame. It's like I probably did look like, you know, I'm like fucking eyes a bit wide. Like, yeah, I was going to ask her. I was like, Richie, in my head, I was thinking, find out where you got that from, because he's like, he's just got a shitty co-op. It's like there must be good bakers around here.
Why don't you just ask him?
Because it fucking wouldn't have talked to me. He would have absolutely, as soon as I opened my mouth, he would have gone, "You're having my pastry," and run off down the road with it.
So fair, that is a weird thing to ask. Then, where'd you get that pastry from? That sounds like you're about to rob someone.
Where'd you get that pastry from?
Or maybe he just looked at you and thought, "I'm not fucking sharing."
No. But I mean, that wasn't the culmination. No, I mean, I was speaking to my friend who I work with, and he actually told me a really, really sad story.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. It's not even funny. There's no punchline. I'm just thinking there's a way we could make this sad story really funny. No, I was compelled. Listen. I was compelled to just put it to you, and however many anyone else listening. Just I don't always want to. I know the names of the people involved, and I want to shame them.
Just say it.
So, all right, I'm going.
Okay, how about this? You remember Wesley Abb? Say it like
that. Okay, yeah. Nadley Uman, my friend. Oh yeah, he's not the one name of shame.
Oh, go on.
So what happened was
I can see that this is definitely a sad story by the hysterics you're in.
No, it's my approach to it is just fucking shameful.
Go on.
So Brad went for a little
Who?
He said he didn't mind. So my anonymous friend who I work with,
God.
He went through a little phase where he was a bit like he was between relationships, got a woman with a kid, and he was working with this girl, and she's like, I've got a friend who's also single, blah blah blah. Went through all this rigmarole of like the texting, and then she's like, oh, well, you're a bit young for me, but come to this anyway, where they ended up sleeping together. And it's still like the whole fucking thing, the whole vibe, the whole way through is like, it's never going to happen. Still shagged, still awkward after that.
Mm.
And she keeps him like, come on.
Oh, really?
Texting. It's like, you know what you're like? Your dick's like one of them mortifying things, the Y shape. You're like, it's not my choice, really, is it? So, it's one night, it's like a school night, and she's gone, oh, can you come pick me up? Come pick me up on my own. And so that's like promise straight away at the Slug and Lettuce in Southend. And he goes there and he waits and he's texting. So he's like, so I've been here, and he's a really nice guy. So he would have texted, he would have got there and thought, oh, she's having a good time. I'll leave it half hour and I'll just sit here waiting on my fucking lonesome. And then he's got to half hour. And then she's like, oh no, I've got in a cab with my friends. Come back to mine. It's like, what the fuck? I've just been sat here,
you know,
absolutely long. He rocks up, he gets there before him because everyone's just stopped off somewhere. And then she gets out of the cab with 4 geezers.
Oh no, Bukake.
4 geezers, mate. Then he's waiting a thing, and at this point, like, I mean, he tells it a lot more from his perspective of like how fucking like what the fuck.
That is worthy of window liquor of the week.
Oh, don't do that to him. He's going to listen because I told him he's telling him you're not window of the liquor week.
Sorry, mate. You were telling me that was a massive.
I haven't finished, Fred.
I know, but I was just talking then.
I'm sorry.
I said that was a massive, or you were saying that it was a massively sad story, and you're like in hysterics.
I know, because it's meant to be, something's meant to be like funny, but I just felt compelled to tell this. And basically, he gets out, and then the 4 blokes, and one of them's like, where you think you're going, fucking stalker?
Oh.
This bird has actually told him a story. She's dragged him along on the text, and he's shown me the text to prove it. And this bird's actually dragged him along and telling them, yeah, this stalker's stalking me. But she's going, come to mine. It's just us. And then fucking telling all these other 4 lads. But the funny thing is like, she messaged him going, oh, I don't think I shagged any of them 4 blokes. Like, she messaged him the next day.
What the fuck?
Looked on fucking Facebook. He went, oh my God, that name I told you earlier got her pregnant.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, Randoach, you're a cunt, and so's your fucking fat missus. Bosh. I've done it. Sorry, brothers.
Yes, 100% window liquor of the week. No, she's a fucking sket.
What a bitch, mate. How
What's
bitch?
her name?
It's
Ellie what?
hang on, no. What is her name? Same as his fucking Shannon something.
Oh, what a dick.
Shannon and Dan, made to be.
Shannon and who?
Dan. Ran Doge.
You're good at these no-name things.
Yeah, cut out. Yeah.
Nope.
That's what editing's for.
Nope.
Not happening. Why am I talking
Leave
to
it
Banter
in.
Master 3000?
More importantly,
You might not want that on there, all that fucking comment. Oh, we won't care.
I
Fuck
don't
them.
care.
Fuck them, brothers, they're cunts.
More importantly, how was Wembley?
Mate, just got my voice back. Hurrah. But more to the point, we got the championship back. Yay. Thank you. Yeah. My blessed Sheffield Wednesday.
I was I had to go to the vets that day because like Otis was like fucking all over the gaff, like drilling and whatnot. That's the dog, by the way. I got to the vets, I was like, I'm missing this. I mean, I didn't miss a lot. It was a shit game, let's be honest.
It weren't the best.
And then it was like I was watching, like following it on my phone, and it was like 121st minute, and I text Ellie saying, "Oh, fucking so gutted, I'm gonna miss the penalties." And literally, as I pressed send, my phone went goal Sheffield Wednesday. I was like, "No way! Imagine being there."
Mate, fucking, it was mental. I fucking French kissed an old man with no teeth.
Yeah, your brother told
Literally,
me.
he grabbed me from behind. I was like, fuck it. Went for a cheek, got a gum. Lovely.
Oh.
And I enjoyed it. That's enough about me.
Well, we went camping, didn't we? But on the way back, you know, it was like proper Strugglesville. And you know, our good mate Scott Compton is not the greatest of passengers on a good day. Right? Mate.
I was spoken to you about
On the way back, we stopped off, like we needed Red Bull, we needed food, we're struggling, barely slept. Forgot my pillow as well, didn't I? So I was sleeping on like folded shorts and folded t-shirts on the floor, more or less. And we were on our way back. And as I was driving, do you know what? Scott actually fell asleep while I was driving. So I was like, what a compliment that is to me, that he was like able to
that's relaxed. He's so on edge when you.
We were at the Rayleigh Weir, and we were coming, like, you know, you go under the weir, you go back up, and then the lane merges from the roundabout. So I was in the right hand lane. I was overtaking a car in the left hand lane, and then there was a merge. But the car on the left didn't move for the one merging as I was overtaking it, and my bonnet was probably in line with the driver's door, and he just went, fuck that, and just turned into me. No indication, no anything, just started turning. So don't forget, Scott's asleep. So so I had to stamp on my brakes, bib the cunt, and Scott went he was just like, like, what's going on? And I was just like bibbing him. I was like, you fucking this, you fucking that. And then the prick stayed in the right hand lane, and everyone had to undertake him, just weren't moving. I'll throw it out there. He was Asian. Make of that what you will. But it was, one, compliment for Scott falling asleep. Two, so funny. Unfortunate, he did get a bit scared. It was bad. But the fact that as you're asleep and all you're seeing is this car about to crash into you while I'm stamping on my brakes, and it really made me laugh. Especially as, like I said, Scott's not the greatest of passengers.
He's been very quiet this week, Scotty boy, isn't he?
Well, I mean, obviously I weren't there the first night, was I? I went out for the 30th birthday and all that. But if you done the first night what you've done the second night with me, then yeah, I'm not surprised that everyone's been a bit quiet.
Oh mate, I was
dead. Well, yeah, but you were going like 3 days straight, especially when you go to Wembley.
Yeah. Well, my boss
was Monday like? Tuesday.
Oh, it was fucking amazing. I fucking just cracked on again, mate. Tuesday work.
Yeah, because Monday was the game, weren't it?
Yes, sorry. Yeah, Tuesday was awful. Tuesday, I was rethinking my life.
When was the last time you were sober?
Yesterday. What do you mean last time I was sober? No, last time I was drunk was
You're drunk
Monday.
now.
No, mate, I'm having a good week. I haven't wanted to do fucking anything. I was teetotal for 3 days.
I forgot to mention. I've been trying to mention this to you for weeks. You know, I went to see Tom Segura at Wembley.
Oh, we haven't really spoken about Tom Segura.
Wembley. He's funny, not as funny as us, but he's like really hilarious.
Yeah, good luck to him.
We obviously got off. What's that big train? Is it St Pancras in London? Like massive train where you get the Euro tunnel from?
Yeah. That's King's Cross and Pancras, or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, we were at St. and they've got like a piano there, don't they? That like people like play. And I was speaking to Ellie, I was like, oh, I can play Exorcist. You know, is it Tuba the Bells? The
is that what Tuba the Bells is?
I might be talking absolute waffle.
I thought it was a bit nicer. Tuba the Bells, maybe it is. I don't know.
Whatever the Exorcist theme tune.
Mate, don't take it from me. I'm just like,
yeah, whatever the Exorcist theme tune is. I was like, I can play that, and I can play the I'm a big girl in a big. Well, I can play that tune.
I never knew this about you.
And then I was like, oh, I can also play the ding 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 ding, like the chopsticks tune. Because that was the last one, that got stuck in my head, that tune. So as we walked out, I was literally talking, like Ellie was talking to me, and as we were walking in the public, I went ding 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 ding, and Ellie was holding my hand and squeezed it really hard. And she was like, "There's a fucking Chinese girl just walking past us, you prick." I was singing it really loudly, and I was like, "Oh, I really, really hope she didn't hear me, because that would have sounded absolutely racist."
I really hope I have actually got autism.
One thing I'd say is, how did she know she was Chinese? Who's a racist?
Generalization.
Exactly.
It's a killer. I can't believe you can play all that shit on piano. Kept this quiet.
Yeah, but they're like basic like tunes, aren't they?
So it's like racist, scare people, LGBT, and that's the 3 tunes that you go to learn.
Yeah, it depends what crowd I'm with, don't it?
Well, you can fucking go with a lot of crowds with that sort of fucking repertoire, can't you? You're good to go, me old fruit.
We have had a comment on one of our videos on YouTube by user at James Malaburn 9250.
Big Jimbo!
Big Jimbo.
Love you, man.
She?
Both.
He, she, they wrote.
He likes he, she.
And I want you to answer this first because I've already read it.
Okay.
Would you rather fight to the death 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
What's 100 duck? Oh, mate.
Mate, I just want to say 1 horse-sized duck is petrifying.
That's back to fucking like prehistoric fucking. This shit's gonna fly off of you like you're a. I think I'll go with the 100 horse because you just keep booting, can't you?
100 duck-sized horses, yeah.
Yeah, because the horses they ain't got wings. So it's not like they can fucking jump up and nip at you.
But then, okay, I agree with you. But then, what if I said these 100 duck-sized horses are like Ant-Man, so they still have the strength of a horse, whereas the 1 horse-sized duck is as strong as a duck?
Well, that's easy, isn't it? Oh, that's the duck, the big duck. Let me throw one back at you. Let me change the question. Which one of these would you rather ride to work?
I'd rather 100 duck-sized horse. Imagine
on a majestic sheet of fucking little horses.
Yeah.
Laid down, going along the fucking M25, whatever your road is. Or fucking just land on a big duck.
100 duck-sized horses riding to work. Hopefully they can hold bitumen because I'd ride them for work.
Yeah, hopefully they get like fully certified to carry bitumen.
Yeah, on their feathers.
In a horse's gut.
Tarring.
Oh, let's hear your problem.
Dilemma time. Before I really say, I just want to say, anyone that wants to submit a dilemma, when you go to the form, nothing is required for you to fill out besides the dilemma. So you can put anonymous under the name, but if you are putting anonymous on the name, don't then put your email address in, which contains your name, because then everything is erased.
Who was it?
I'm not saying because they clearly wanted to be anonymous.
Yeah, but they did a shit job of it. So who is it?
I know, but I can't do it.
Okay.
All right, it is. No, I'm joking. So the dilemma is, I have this friend and she's a right cunt. She thinks the world revolves around her. She does my head in. She's narcissistic and only thinks about herself and disregards people's feelings. I want to say something. However, we are in the same circle of friends, and even though some have already picked her up on her ways, others are literally blind to it. As much as I want to knock her head in, I know some people would stick up for her. Shall I risk losing close friends over her or leave it? Please help. Ed.
Oh, mate, this is time to go into stealth mode.
This is where we become Jeremy Kyle.
Oh, mate, fucking right. So straight away, you need to get snide, whoever you are, at gmail.com. You need to, right, first of all, if they're a camp, they got friends. You need to, mate, maybe them friends are just having the same fear as you are. You need to start getting in the background, start working a crowd, moving people away from her fucking camp or his camp. Did we say her or his? There was a she in there, wasn't
Her, yes.
definitely,
her.
right, yeah. Because, mate, that's how I'd work. I'd start getting people aside, then destroy her.
Well, yeah, you're right. That's actually very good advice, and that it's worrying.
Yeah, that's what I've done with a lot of people.
It's worrying that someone's coming to this show for genuine advice.
That seems a bit real.
Look at you.
The piles.
But yeah, if you've got someone who is being a cunt, worst case scenario is you lose a cunt out of your life. So what's it really matter?
That's the more obvious one, but I want to win.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you stomp on the cunt and you rub their fucking face in.
I want to make sure the cunt's got nothing left. You're like Ian Bill.
There's nothing wrong with sticking up and saying how you feel. I have just clocked onto something. I feel like whoever wrote this in put a fake email address, and this was one of my friends talking about me being a cunt.
It's your mum.
That's where I recognise the fucking name. I knew I recognised that name somewhere. I have this friend, she's a right cunt.
With 4 T's.
Yeah. So sum up your advice again, mate.
So just find more allies and seek and destroy, basically. Just play the slow game. You might have to deal with cunters just for a little while, but that's down to your skills as being even more of a cunt, technically. And more snidey.
Let's just say this person's a family member, so it runs in the family of being a cunt. And I'll leave it at that with who it is.
I fucking knew it. Who's trying to get rid of?
Call the cunt out. Worst case scenario, you lose a friend who's a cunt anyway. It's a win-win. They either stop being a cunt or they stop being your friend. And that's as plain and simple of it.
Yeah, but then if it's a girl who's wrote this in, they don't want to lose face and they don't want to be they're pack animals, women. What am I saying? No, I was just thinking like the person I think it is, and she wouldn't want them to know either, or to lose it because she's very caring, and she wouldn't want them to lose friends either. And that's so you start just deal with it. Your friends can't, and
yeah, call them out on it. So now let's talk about someone who hasn't had the best week. Someone who thinks the earth is flat. Someone whose favorite crisp flavor is ready salted. Someone who wants to use a toaster as a bath bomb. It's time for
Window Licker of the Week. So Fred, who's your weekly Window Licker nomination?
I have gone for someone called Rajesh Wishwas. He's a government food inspector in India. Firstly, what's there to inspect food-wise in India? It's curry. Right? So he's completed the job. What happened is he dropped his smartphone into a reservoir while taking a selfie. And that reservoir contained 2 million litres of water. His smartphone allegedly contained sensitive government information. So he asked divers to go and search for the phone. Nothing was found. What was his next step, I hear you ask? Completely drain the reservoir of the 2 million litres of water. All
In
because
India?
of his phone. What a knob head. So over the next 3 days, the reservoir was drained so that the phone could be retrieved. Surprise, surprise. Once the phone was recovered, guess what? It was waterlogged. Didn't work. Shock horror, I know. India also, just add on top of this, him wasting fucking 2 million litres of water. India is one of the world's most water-stressed countries, and extreme temperatures have led to severe water scarcity, causing crop losses, forest fires, and power cuts. Yet this prick needed to see what his selfie looked like.
Fucking hell, mate.
And also, it's not even an iPhone, it's a Samsung. So no one gives a fuck.
Even Samsung.
But even, how thick have you got to be where you think, oh, that phone's been under 2 million litres of water for 3 days, it'll work. No problem.
Fucking, how's he got that sway? Just being like a food, like, you normally tell him to fuck off, wouldn't you? You'd be like, what are you, sorry?
Know, he got divers in first, they couldn't find it. Well, no wonder in 2 million litres of water.
Oh, they send in divers. How much money did they spend? They can't fucking feed off fucking...
So yeah, he drained it all, the whole dam, the whole reservoir, and to everyone must have been absolutely surprised.
He should be doing time for wasting government resources. He should be sacked.
This happened this week, so it is in the process of.
I call for his fucking resignation and his
prosecuted
imprisonment for the rest of his fucking life. Little prick.
So yeah, that's Rajesh Vishwas. Vishwas. Vishwas.
Wish was holding on to my fucking phone better.
Who takes a selfie at flipping that at the top?
What's the background?
You want to take a picture when you're at the bottom so you can see all the bloody water coming down.
He better look like a fucking absolute Adonis, mate.
Well, no one will know because, like I said, it is so surprising to me that the phone was waterlogged after being covered in 3 days.
Where did you drop it? Oh, just in a forest, what sort of forest? Like a mangrove. Where are mangroves normally?
So yeah, Mr. Rajesh is my nomination.
Prick.
What you got?
Bless him. Alan's come up again.
Alan, your brother Alan.
Yeah, no, this is his first weekly window liquor appearance. He was the Piles in episode 1. He's not talking to me in a moment, but I didn't have another one, and this was weekly, and it was very window licky. So I came home from work, and I come out of the thing, and he's like, "That fucking grill is shit." I was like, "Fucking what's?" He like very angry as well. He's like, "Try to do some cheese on toast," and it fucking took ages. So I was like, "Fucking hell!" And it's like, "Right, okay." Carry on. So what happened? Because like, I've used this grill loads of times. It works fine. It's like any other grill. It's like fucking flame on the top, bosh, heat the shit up. I mean, it's a gas grill. He goes, yeah, I put it on number 6, and fucking just 2 hours. I thought, number 6. So basically, what you've done, you've turned the oven on and opened the door. So you basically end up with like, like if you leave half a cheese sandwich open in the sun, that's the product that you got, which I would eat normally. I'd be like, oh, fucking.
That is a perfect way to describe it. Oh, Alan.
He wasn't happy, and he's not happy I mentioned him. He's Al, you're on.
Oh, was it genuinely not?
Yeah, no, I told him. He was trying to go, no one will laugh at that. But first person I tested up was Mum. She laughed her tits off, finished laughing, then revisited.
Who did? Your mum?
Yeah. But then we'll share the same. There he is.
Oh, no, there he is. What was
not
he
happy.
Licking that window, was he?
But I didn't get. That's clean now. Thank you on that one, Alan. You go back to bed. Yeah, he weren't happy. But I didn't have anything. I couldn't think of anything better.
Alan.
That's some good lickage.
That is just purely because it annoys him as well.
Yeah,
that's what makes it funnier.
he's not one that makes mistakes, but it's. I mean, he's not like he's like chuck it in the microwave, chuck it in the oven, but not the grill. So it's his first time on that in his defence. So if you don't know something, you don't know. But a lot of people do know that.
But then also, if you don't ask.
Oh no,
Simple
he was on his own. So
Sorry?
he was on his own.
Google. Yeah, that is. I know. I get you.
Google. Why is my tree soaking so long to melt?
You melt.
You melt.
I understand. You're right. A genuine mistake can be made. However, if you're such a prick where you've got to drain 2 million litres of water to get your phone back, thinking it will still work. The windows at your gaff.
Mine's a small faux pas. Yeah.
Absolutely clean. So, but I'm still going to write with Rajesh window washer.
Yeah, he's got my vote definitely. That pisses away.
Alan, you survived. God, 2 million litres of water.
Head held high.
Anyway,
come on down.
Quiz time. What you got for your number one?
First question is history.
Mm-hmm.
Who fought the first Opium War?
Opium?
Opium. It's the first time I've heard of it as well.
I don't even know what the Opium War is, so I don't know.
It was basically it was a war fought between two countries between 1839 and 1842, and it was between China and Britain.
I know all that way back.
Yeah, but what you'd think is it's like Britain to stop China getting it in. No, it was Britain to actually like go, no, give us the opium.
It was about heroin.
Yeah. So it's literally the British military. It wasn't illegal in Britain then.
Well, nothing was in the fucking 1800s, was it?
No, well, I think gear was.
Sounds like an easier time.
But there was just like this is an interesting fact, which I didn't know this. This led to the treaty, the Nanking Treaty, which gave us Hong Kong. That's where we got Hong Kong from for all them years. And we had to give it back, recently. That's where we got it. It was like, right, we're not having opium. We're definitely having fucking Hong Kong.
If we don't have opium, we have you.
To save face. So, but that's basically how we got Hong Kong, was over a fucking gear war.
I can't imagine wars like all that way back. Like, because obviously it's not like they can do something like this where we're chatting, or that, like, how do you start a war with a country that's on the other side of the fucking world?
Well, it's all correspondence, I suppose. And
no, but that's what I mean. Like, how that must have been building up from like the 1600s with like fucking post and all that, saying "fuck you, China." Right, let me get first class stamps. Let me fucking do that and let me send it.
You're going to get this in 9 months,
and then by the time they get it, by the time they get it, you've calmed down.
Well, I suppose that's a good point, because that's why shit lasts so long, because eventually it's like imagine if they was having that problem with like even further away. I was going to say like the moon. If we sort of get lost in a fucking chasm of thing, but yeah, you literally if you're an old boy who's in the power, it's like, well, I'm going to send this response, but I'm going to die in a bit, and then it's going to come back. It's going to go on to the next generation of keeping this tear up going. And there's no.
I'm going to fuck up my whole country for like decades. What a shithouse! That'll be amazing.
I know.
That's and
imagine in their heads what they're thinking at the time. Right, I bet he's doing this. I bet you get yourself really worked up. It's like, oh, I've got to wait fucking 9 months for this cunt to come back and me with a text.
That's what I mean. But then you'd end up calming down, and then you'd receive that letter again and go, "Oh, this fucking
would you?
prick."
You get worked up. You'd be thinking, you'll have a date in your head, like, right, it should be back by about September next year. What's he going to fucking say, the little cunt? I'll
stay this angry for a whole year.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like fucking like sending a WhatsApp and looking at it like that. Waiting for the blue tick.
Got the 2 blue ticks on it.
Fuck you. That was my history question. What's your sport question, please?
I've gone for sport. So, which boxer won the WBA and IBF World Heavyweight Championship in 1994, becoming the oldest heavyweight champion in history?
Oldest heavyweight champion?
So he won it in 94, but he was the oldest. So cast your mind back.
He was fucking old in 94. Well, that was like the beginnings of
time.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this bloke started the Opium War back in the
Yeah, he used to fucking just smash Chinese geezers' jaws. I'm trying to think what my boxer knowledge is for that era. I know like a few that were starting around there, but a few that were ending. Let's go like I was about to say George Benson. No, he's no, George Foreman.
Correct.
No,
Correct.
was it?
Yeah. Don't act like you didn't know that. You are
Fucking mate.
You're hacking into my computer every week, seeing
On
my
my
questions.
fucking bare fingertip, I honestly.
No, so he was aged 45 years and 360 days. So he was just under a week from being 46.
Fucking.
And
He
he
was 45 years old.
He knocked out Michael Mora in the 10th round. Knocked out.
Still banging
Heavyweight
dudes at
champion.
45.
After the fight, Foreman said that he was out to lay his ghost from the Rumble in the Jungle to rest. You know, the famous fight between Muhammad Ali and him in Kinshasa, Zaire. And Zaire now is known as
Zanzibar.
No. That's the longer name of it. Zaire now is actually the Democratic Republic of Congo.
I didn't know that.
There
I
you
thought
go.
Zaire was still live and kicking.
And he actually continued to box until 1997. So actually boxed for another 3 years. So it was what, like nearly 50?
Oh, no, 50.
But then what happened is the WBA said to him, George Foreman wanted was a fight against Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson just got out of prison around 94, 95.
Oh, Tyson would have banged him then.
So then George Foreman thought, imagine a name, George Foreman, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's not going to be in the prime of his career. He's just got out of prison. I'm a big fat 46-year-old. This matchup wise, this could actually make sense.
I thought he was going to say, I'm a 46-year-old. I'm in my big prime, motherfucker. Hey, all he's got is prime ribs, mate, on his fucking barbecue.
WBA were like, no, you need to fight this bloke. He was like, no, I don't want to. Gave up that title, defended the IBF, then so on and so on. So his last fight was actually against Shannon Briggs, where he lost. But 1997, considering he was fighting what, like 70s and 80s with Ali and Fraser.
He's like one of them timeless warriors, isn't he? Fucking.
But imagine being like Michael Moore again, banged out in the 10th round by a nearly 46-year-old when you're like.
I bet he weren't expecting it either. He's like, come on, Pops. It's like giving all the jokey jokes, like, come on, Bubs. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
I'll give you a free one.
Fucking rope-a-doped himself. Anyway, number 2 for you.
Oh, yes. Which is longer, the coastline of Britain or the distance between the UK and Australia as the crow flies?
Oh, UK to Australia, surely.
Well, I fucking thought as well, but it's not.
Fuck off.
I've got the numbers here. I know. I was looking at the map going, if you fucking literally just peel that out.
No, yeah, that's what I just thought. No way.
But what I think, this is literally the coastline, which follows all the contours, all the riverways in and back out. And that's technically the coastline, isn't it? If you actually have to walk round and you have to walk back to the source, but that coastline, it's not like a general, like, oh, it's about that shape.
Triangle, yeah.
But it is. It's surprising, you know, the amount of, like, it's like that, Britain. It's like crazy as fuck.
By far as well? Or what you're about to tell me?
By a fair amount. Well, the flight is shorter, but literally as a crow flight. Actually, no, the flight is long. How does that work? Anyway, the numbers I got: Britain is 11,072 miles, and crow fly UK to Oz is 10,559 miles. So it's very close.
Cool, it's not far.
But you could literally stretch out, and you'll be picking little bits off, like going fucking hell.
Because
like,
even if you look at
there's the Thames line coming out.
I'm just about to mention the Thames, yeah.
It's like, but every river, there's so many inlets in there, and once you stretch all that out, bang, you're way past Oz. That's literally to Oz. That's like you're talking like Perth. So
but where from in England, like Dover?
Well, it'd be literally coast to coast.
Oh, so the closest point to the closest point.
But then don't act like fucking you're still not surprised.
No, of course, Sam. Like when you asked that question, but as soon as I said the answer,
it, would you? Look at it on a map and go, I was doing that, going, no fucking way. I had to check it. Like I was like Santa Claus, mate, checking it twice, thrice.
As soon as I said the answer, I thought, no, it's got to be the other one, but it actually can't be. That's mad.
Yeah.
The coastline of
Great Britain.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't add much to it, but still.
Yeah. It's Scotland, Wales, Great Britain, Scotland, Wales, England,
Northern,
UK's
what, Northern Ireland count?
No, UK's Northern
That's
Ireland.
UK.
Great Britain's not.
No, well, fucking hell. That's actually quite.
It's interesting,
mind-blowing.
isn't it?
My number 2 is nowhere near as sophisticated.
That'll be me.
My number 2 is only 2 mammals like spicy food. What are they? Only what one
This
of them.
very interesting.
Yeah, only two mammals like spicy food.
2 mammals. They got to be fucking.
Well, fuck me, one of them should be easy.
What? Why?
Really?
Yeah, but it makes me think really hard about it now. Is it Otis? It's like, oh, fucking like your jalapenos too, you little fucking weird-ass cunt.
Yeah, one of the mammals should be easy.
Oh, humans.
Fucking morning.
Quick question, cunt. And a dog.
No.
Oh, fuck, they fucking eat anything. They're eating their own shit. They're
Humans.
only it's fuck. I suppose they never eat jalapenos, don't like spicy food, so they'd carry on, wouldn't they?
Oh, I wouldn't feel right feeding my dog a jalapeno. I've got to do with a mess.
Yeah, oh yeah, I suppose.
Humans and tree shrews.
Tree shrews, random.
So, according to a study, there is a mutation in the species ion channel receptor, which makes it less sensitive to capsaicin, which is a hot food chemical in chili peppers.
Oh fuck.
This channel acts as a pain receptor on the tongue and the throat of the mammals, alerting the brain when it comes to contact with harmful wheat. So the difference is, though, unlike me and you, where we enjoy the heat and we like the tingle and like the spice, tree shrew can't feel it
at all. But it just gives them a nice.
They don't just eat. They just get what the thing is. A jalapeno might actually taste delicious, but we don't know because all we get is fucking spice.
I really like the flavour of jalapeno.
Because it's spicy. But
no, because I'm a tree shrew.
Won't have the spice, it'll have the flavour. Like, how mad is that?
Fuck it, why tree shrew? Where are they from, tree shrews? Are they South American chili eating motherfuckers?
I don't know, but the study and all this thing, it was done in China. Then they done it on bats, and then COVID happened.
Ooh, reliable source again there.
This was WikiLeaks. I actually looked on.
I found all my shit on WikiLeaks.
Number 3 for you.
When does honey go out of date?
Really? It goes out of date.
Oh, I was amazed by this. No, it doesn't. No, you're right. It's like this fucking honey will last forever. What the fuck? What's with that?
Oh yeah, I didn't think it would go out of date. I mean, I don't know why.
Well, I know I always chucked it out. You get a little mouldy bit on the top, but that's literally mould, or like if you've left it that long and it attaches to the top of it. But you can literally, I suppose you get that with jam as well, like concert. You can just take it off the top, and you're good to go underneath.
Oh, so is that is that like the seal to stop it going off?
I suppose it all is just seal, isn't it? I suppose, but.
Yeah,
they used it a lot in medicine in the old days. They put honey over your wounds to stop anything get. It's literally like a fucking barrier.
Jeff's got a big breakthrough research in Slovakia to start using honey as that. Well, do you know what? In Slovakia, we literally just got black and white TVs. How good's that?
Oh, fucking hell. With twisted knob, it's brilliant. Bread.
We've got the VHS.
Fucking hell. It's Borat's originally from there, isn't he?
Borat put Slovakia on the map, you know. Only because it was next to Kazakhstan.
He's not really from there.
My number 3 is, did you know it is illegal in Switzerland to own only one guinea pig?
Just one?
You can't, you have to own more than one. You can't own just one.
Is there such a law anywhere where you can't just have one of something and you have to have more than that?
I've got one dog.
No, but I mean, that's a mental law, isn't it? And why specific to guinea pigs?
That's what I say. Yeah. So in Switzerland, it is considered animal abuse as they are social beings and get lonely. So if one dies, the owner of the living guinea pig must find another one to get. But this is where it becomes like mental. It's not that easy. There is actually a lady in Switzerland called Priska Kung who runs a matchmaking agency for lonely guinea pigs.
Oh,
No, that's not the reaction.
Someone's gotta do it.
Grow up.
oh, you're doing a podcast with the wrong person. You don't think that's not going to melt my fucking heart, motherfucker.
Someone, a grown adult,
Yeah,
has set up a website, a matchmaking website for guinea pigs.
yeah.
If I was holding 2 guinea pigs now and said one's a prick, one's not, which one's which?
Yeah, but they know.
Who's they?
You're not guinea pig. The guinea pigs.
Are you mental? You actually went, oh.
My heart feels what I feel like a better person.
Is it because you can identify as a guinea pig?
Okay.
Looks wise, I mean.
No, I do identify it, and you can call me they. Or Mr.
Those
Chips.
guinea pigs.
Mr. Chop.
The fact that it's all right to have one, like you're saying, one dog, one cat, one whatever, but guinea pigs, you must have 2. Who publishes this? Who pays for the studies of this? Like, this is ridiculous.
I made up my own law. You can only buy 2 bags at a time.
Well, I mean, that's where the deals come in, don't they? Like the text we got.
Yeah. 2 for 55, right?
18 for 2p.
Yeah. I'll have some of that.
If you ever want to go to Switzerland, Ed,
That's a fucking interesting fact, mate, and adorable at the same time. Super shit, Joe.
round the show off. Shit joke. Edward, fire away.
I'm not going to jump straight in. A little bit of explanation. It's
So
quite.
you're not going to jump straight in.
No, this isn't a joke. This isn't a joke. He was on Rogan this week, and I was listening to him talk because he's got a film coming out which looks fucking awesome, which can't wait to have a go on. So I was going to give it away a little bit in it if you watch Rogan. What do you get if you cross the sound of a pig squealing and a rooster crowing?
Go on.
Bert Kreischer's laugh.
Oh,
You have to sort of hear it. You're just, I feel like we need a
no,
song
you do.
background. Like,
Wait, you sent the wrong message! For safety!
How unfortunate to have a laugh like that.
I do love him though. So, Fred, what is your shit joke of the week?
Why do Americans fish with a gun?
I don't know, Fred. Why do they?
So they get the whole school. Typical. Typical. It reminds me of this video I was watching, where there was loads of Americans that couldn't piss out a British, saying, "Oh, it's Tuesday, not Tuesday. It's water bottle, not water bottle. It's sidewalk, not path." And someone wrote saying, "It's a school, not a shooting range."
Yeah. So you want your fucking yanks?
Fucking knobs. But yeah, Ed. So what you got planned for the weekend?
So you're coming over for a little barbecue.
I might be.
You're definitely.
All right,
you
Ed,
told me by text
I don't want to go now.
contract that you're coming. No, me,
I
Scott,
said I
and
might.
got to get some meat.
Basically, it's awkward for me because of FA Cup final kickoff time, having a dog and having Ayrton and stuff.
Don't talk about my sister like that.
Her name's not Ayrton.
No, well, me. Well, I'll let me know at 1
Are you working tomorrow?
till 12. And I'm driving back through. That's what I mean. I'm coming past so I can come and help with things. If it means
Why
getting
don't
you here, if Ayrton
why
go
don't-
to sleep, we can
come
chuck
do
the
it
FA
here.
Cup on. No, because Mum and Scott are around here.
Yeah, but it's 2 and 2. So you're by me and them 2 come here.
Yeah, but I'm with them. I'm this camp.
Look, I'm
So-
not committing. I'm not
I know
committing.
you're not, but do your best.
I'll try.
Because we it's like it's sort of weekend. None of us got anything on. It'd be nice to get, and I'm saving to go to the butcher's to find out if you are coming or not, so I can do. If you want a fillet steak, you got a fillet steak. You want a fucking lump of pork, got a lump. You don't. You got. I can get you a nice fucking big fillet steak.
Or about a vegan fillet steak?
Yeah, you're not invited anymore. Nostalgia to all.